Compatibility in love does not guarantee success. Doesn't that sound strange? Isn't that weird? Isn't that the opposite of what we've been taught ever since we were born? Find someone you're compatible with. Find someone with the same interests. Find someone with the same loves. It doesn't guarantee anything. There's something much more important than compatibility. Now, I'm not saying compatibility isn't important, right? I'm not saying attraction isn't important. We could say compatibility is one of the components of healthy love. Attraction is another component of healthy love. But these two cannot stand the length of time or the test of time if our belief systems about crucial parts of our existence or life are not very close or not very similar, or we're not willing to at least give it a chance and change some of our beliefs to more closely match our partner, or maybe our partner changes some of their beliefs in order to match ours. But I've got to make this super clear. Just because you all love the same thing, you love the St. Louis Rams, now they're the Los Angeles Rams, right? You love the New York Yankees, and so you have a partner that loves the New York Yankees or loves the Los Angeles Rams or whatever it might be. And you go to football games and you go to tailgating and you have a freaking blast. Well, that's great. But that has nothing to do with the length and the health of a relationship. My gosh. I remember a number of years ago, maybe only about 5 years ago right now, a woman came to me and she was just so upset. She had been in a relationship, engaged to this guy. It started out incredible. Their compatibility was phenomenal. They loved nature. They would just drive to mountains 2, 3, 4 hours away and hike all day long and come back. And she's going, David, oh my God, the first several months of this relationship, it was heaven on earth. I said, I found my guy. I never found a guy that was so into the outdoors, so into nature, so into photography like I am when I'm outdoors. I mean, we had so much fun until we didn't. And she said it was about 3 to 4 months down the road that they started talking about different things. He was quite wealthy. She wasn't. And so she said, hey, listen, all these trips we're going on are great, but, I really just don't have the money to afford it. And he said, oh, not a problem. Next time, you won't have to pay for your own room. And she thought, well, I didn't know I was ever going to have to pay for my own room. I mean, this guy was making 10 times the money she was. And what ended up happening was that he said, I'll tell you what, just go ahead and pay for the room and I'll reimburse you. And he never did. And when she said something to him about it, he goes, oh, there's a conflict with the hotel. Whenever I get paid, you'll get paid. And she said, but wait a minute, our belief systems about money are so different. You make so much more than me. And the amount that hotel cost me was quite a bit for me. It's a drop in the bucket for you. He goes, don't worry about it. He goes, whenever we get it back, we get it back. And if we don't, it's no big deal. And that was the start of her understanding that compatibility was not enough for a love relationship. He had no respect for her. He had no respect for her money. The money she spent on the hotel was a lot for her. It put her in the hole. She had to put it on a credit card. She didn't want to do it. He could care less. So you see, when we put all of this emphasis on compatibility and we don't look at belief systems about money and God or spirituality or religion, money and children and healthy lifestyles and alcohol and all that if we don't know what's going on, we'll think compatibility is enough. But if we race too quickly into a relationship, we're going to miss the fact that there could be belief systems so wrong, so off. Listen, we're all raised differently at childhood, right? Some people come up with great belief systems about being fair and being honest and compassionate for those who don't have as much as they do. And others grow up very greedy and very stingy and everything is about them. And so that only will show itself usually in the first 30, 60, maybe 90 days at the longest. But at 90 days, if your eyes are open, full well if compatibility is there and if belief systems are there. Now, if belief systems are not there, you can say, hey, listen, you make that much more than me and this means a lot to me. Could you at least take care of it because I wasn't supposed to pay for it anyway? I mean, we can negotiate, we can ask, right? And then if that person still says no, we need to leave the relationship because compatibility is not enough. Another example I'll give you. I had a guy come into me, as a matter of fact, which was great. And he was talking about how amazing his girlfriend was. And they've been dated for about 90 days. And they have sex 6 days a week. And he said the sex is more mind-blowing than anything he's ever had. And he said then they'll just lay in bed for hours talking and talking and talking. And then he said things changed. And they went away on a trip. And they're going through an airport, and all of a sudden he's going, my God, she's arrogant, she's rude to people. She's picking up this package of cookies off of one counter in the airport and then just throwing it in a corner of a totally different section that had nothing to do with cookies and food. And he started thinking, this isn't the way I was raised. If this is the way she is, this is not a good place. And so you see, compatibility isn't enough. Great sex isn't enough. We have to go deeper. And then both parties have to look in the mirror. And I'm not going to say either of those parties are wrong. I know you're thinking, I'm thinking that. No, but what they should do is look in the mirror and say, you know what? We don't have the same beliefs about money. We don't have the same beliefs about etiquette or whatever it is. And it was nice to be with you, but I think it's time that we both go and find someone more compatible. That's the answer. If you need help, reach out to me at talkdavid.com. My gosh, we have a massive discount because of inflation on our counseling and coaching work. Go to talkdavid.com. We'll kick butt together. I work with people from all over the world, 43 years now, doing this counseling, coaching work, 35 years as a podcast, radio, and TV host. Right here, buzzsprout.com, David Essel, Alive, David Essel, Helping Americans Heal. Just Google it, thousands of hours. Don't forget the 4 free books. And don't forget, relationships aren't supposed to be filled with chaos and drama. If yours is on a regular basis, let's alter that. And I can help you. I'm David Essel. Have a beautiful day.